between our bat, and we'll wire them off. And we're gonna make a 6-inch bowl as well. So this is the 5-inch bowl. Start with the easy stuff, right? Get a little warm up. Great, let's put the weight on here. We're definitely gonna need a lot of room today too, for all these pieces. Leveling it up, we're going with 2 pounds of clay. That down right in the middle, we'll smash.
Getting the clip.
Already, let's go.
Little guy's teeth.
Oh, his teethers.
He says thanks. Yes, we were visiting family. My mom passed away while we were down visiting, so it's been a bittersweet last few weeks.
Oh my goodness. Sorry for your loss to hear that. Glad you were with her. The 6-inch bowl here is going to be about 3.5 inches tall. We're leaving about 1/2 inch on the bottom so we can trim away a really nice tall foot. So we have a nice bowl shape on the inside, and we're just coming up, get a little bit of height first. Nice. Now let's try to start shaping this guy up. Come right up underneath, grab a little more clay, one last pull. All the way up, press the rim, and then we can start shaping it and making sure that our diameter is correct. So we're gonna change these are calibers from 5 inches to 6 inches. That's how wide we need this guy to be. So another 1/2 inch wide. Right up on the bottom. Pull out the belly, all the way up, just follow the profile, to the top, a little compression. Looks good. Let's see where we're at. Tiny bit wider. I want the interior to be 6 inches, not the exterior. So. Put a little bit more water on the inside here too. I feel some friction, some tugging, so you want nice, smooth glide. So we keep our profile, so I'm pulling it out from the bottom a little bit further as well. All the way up. All right, there it is. Nice. Who watched the rocket last night, yesterday take off? We're lucky enough to be out here in Florida. We got to see it in person in the sky. I mean, it was like this big, but it happened.
I collaborated on a bowling book with 9 other authors.
What? What kind of book? Drop the book.
10 pins.
10 pins.
I was a consultant author, the spare, if you will.
Is that real or is that just a joke?
Kind of the last one standing. He said it never printed. The publishers thought it was a real turkey. Oh my gosh.
No, bro. That's a joke. Oh my gosh. It's a good joke. I like that one. A real turkey. Alright, let's wire this off. carefully. Wire flush to the bat, right underneath. Pull it all the way through.
Janine said, yes, it was nice to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was just hanging on until I came down. Past 3 days after we arrived.
Oh, wow. That's how it was with my aunt when I went with my dad, his sister. She was like in hospice, and as soon as my dad got there, it was like an hour later. Passed away. All right. So we did 5-inch bowl, a 6-inch bowl, and then we're gonna make a whisk holder too, because a lot of times people like the spouted bowls with the addition of a little matcha whisk holder, so they can use it as a matcha set. So, got 6 ounces going down. Get that nice and centered. Decent enough. We do have a rib tool that we use. This guy. We carved him out, I guess cut him out ourselves into the shape that we wanted after our prototyping. I'm gonna open this up. A matcha uses a very specific whisk to make the green tea powder into smooth, drinkable beverage. People like having a nice place to put all that stuff. Little ceremony in their day. Go all the way up, across. Let's try it again. Get the water out of there. Keep our rim a little thicker. I'm gonna get like one more little pull. And now we can start shaping this piece. So I'm gonna come down first thing, find our foot, and then push out from the inside against the rib.
Alex said that was kind of fun, not gonna lie.
Hey, it is fun. Let's go, Alex. Oh, Alec. Thank you. Yeah. I hope you get to try it one day. If you ever do, you should. There it is. Alright. Have a really sharp spot on the other side so we can create a small little foot underneath. Just gonna smooth out that little line right there. Push that in a little bit more. That looks perfect. Wire them off. Boom. Alright. Clean our bat too, because these things get pretty mucky if you don't keep care of them. Alright, little whisk holder to go with our bowl set. Alright, what's next? 24-ounce Stein. That's what I'm talking about. So I think we got 2 pounds. Yeah, 2 pounds, 6 ounces for this guy.
Shout out to Deb Nelson with the 10 jewels.
Oh, Deb Nelson. Thank you for the jewels. We appreciate that, guys. Alright, this is what the Stein looks like. Actually, I got a 24 ouncer right here. This one came out of the kiln and it's super drippy. We talked about it last stream too, but I need to Dremel this off. This one's for me. It's from our 2025 Oktoberfest. And she looks great, super drippy, but definitely sharp. So this is what we're going for on this guy. It's gonna look significantly larger when we make this, but it does shrink. So it'll shrink about 11%. Down, and we need 2 measurements for this guy. We need the height and the width. So let's see what we're working with here. We need it to be 3.75 wide and 5 inches tall. The 2 calibers. Let's find our shrinkage. I said 3.75 for the height and 5 inches tall. Nice. Put that in the middle. Center it up. Alright, so we're just pushing from 2 directions, parallel, from either the side or the corners. Get all this clay ready to get thrown into the middle of the wheel, all the way up, and then back down. That's pretty good.
Vicky said, what are you doing?
Who said it?
Vicky.
Vicky. We are throwing pottery, so we're making pieces today. And actually, today, especially, we're making one of every single product that we have on our website. So it's really fun. Right now, we are making a big mug, or stein, 24-ounce stein. So we're starting by opening our piece up at the bottom, giving it lots of compression. We leave about a 1/4 inch on the bottom here. And we want this opening to be that 3 3/4 inch. So let's see where we're at here.
And so did anyone watch the Space Shuttle launch yesterday?
We did. I was just saying, we were lucky enough that at the moment we were actually downtown in Lakeland in the open sky, and we got to see the shuttle the exact moment it took off. We did put a short up on our second channel. If anybody's interested in seeing what we saw, you can check it out. Thought it was really cool, guys. Anybody else see it? Did you watch on TV, Tammy? Alright. Big pull up to the middle. Press the rim, and then we're going for 5 inches tall, so dealing one more pull here. Bring that up. Tiny bit more, so I'm going to do one more pull and we're going to straighten it out. Alright, that's it. We did it. Now we're just going to make sure this stein is actually nice and straight. Let's use our rib here, push from the inside out. Nice and tall. Check it from eye level too. Definitely when you're looking at it at a 45-degree angle, you can't tell if it's exactly how you want it to be. But right at the top, we're going to curve it in a little bit to give it that traditional stein look. Nice. I'm going to take a little bit off. Where's that one tool I like? I lost a tool already. I have this one tool I really like to bevel the bottoms with. But you can use anything really. I'm just going to take a little bit off the bottom here. These are going to get a nice hearty bevel underneath during trimming, but taking a little bit off not only helps just with the thickness and the piece drying, but less to trim the better.
Tim did say, that was so cool. There's the first Canadian on it.
Ooh, what?
And yes, I was. She said I was crying. I have no idea why.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's definitely amazing and remarkable, and I hope they really do get people up there. We'll see. Get people on the moon again. That should be the poll.
What?
Did we go on the... I know you already did it, but it's like so fitting. Alright, getting all the slurry out from underneath, from this bottom of this pot. I don't want any still water. There we go. Oh my gosh! What? How did I see that? Tammy! That's amazing. You do not have to do that. Thank you so much. We're so excited to snuggle up in the blanket. We did an art trade with Tammy. She's getting a planter, and she's giving us a blanket that she makes. Thank you for all the love.
Big shout out to Tammy.
That's crazy.
All the support on the channel. Buying many products that are shipped out in transit currently. Big shout out to Tammy for the super chat. And that's a bingo square for Tammy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I really don't know where that tool is, guys. I love that tool.
You lost a tool?
Yeah, I did. Is that on the bingo?
Yeah.
Oh, I found it! I put them in the wrong spot, that's why. I put them in the pen holder, not the tool holder. What is wrong with me? Alright, swirling the bottom. Let's wire them off. Nice. And like I said, this guy's gonna get a really nice big handle on the side, and it's gonna get little thumb rests on the top and the two sides, which are freaking perfect. I'm gonna go to drink out of something that's like, especially when it's heavy, full of liquid. There we go.
Like I said, I might have watched 2 launches since the Challenger. Ironically, my second vehicle was a 1973 Dodge Challenger.
What? That's pretty cool. Alright, now we're gonna make a mug. Tall curvy mug.
Alright, so we got 5-inch bowl, 6-inch bowl, matcha whisk holder, 24-ounce stein,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're going mug.
Mug. Our OG mug. One of our favorites.
Tim said, you know I'm here for you. Love you guys so much.
Same. Nice. Alright.
August said, Nick, I went back and watched your, the short with your trees. I'm a little concerned about the pomegranate. If it hasn't leaked out, I probably need to send another one.
Pomegranate.
Yeah.
Is that the tiny one or the bigger one?
It's the one where it was just like a stem.
It got leaves, didn't it?
I'm not sure.
We'll have to double check. I thought all the ones that we had got some leaves, but I'll double check.
We've got this pesky squirrel that's
Digging up. Seriously.
Remember which tree that was?
Say it again?
Do you remember which tree that it was?
It was the one that only had 3 leaves on it. Oh, I don't remember. I gotta make, I honestly want to make, that's not another product that I think is really cool. Plant stakes for different names of plants, and we can do totally customized, whatever plants people have. What do you guys think? Ceramic plant stakes.
And what, you write on it?
Well, you can either Yeah, I was thinking it would be a stamp. Like you'd stamp it, it'd be customizable for whatever your plant is. Well, people use them in like herb gardens a lot, so you can just tell. So you buy like a set of like thyme, rosemary, basil, and then wherever you're planting that, you put the little stake. But we can have them be completely customizable. All right, we are making a mug. This is our tall curvy mug. It's like a nice big bevel on it. It's 16 ounces. We did make them in 12 ounces as well, but one for 16 ounces today. There we go. Start of the bevel. Bring this up. Keep going. Press. Alright. Get some of this water out from down in here. Just add more in. So I want to grab more of this clay. I'm going to use my tool to help feed up some clay through the bevel and then up through the pot. Lagaman?
I see Patrick Swayze behind you.
Stop it, bro. Congratulations. You're going to be Ghost Reference number 1 of the stream. The gold goes to you, friend. A round of applause is waiting for you. We do have 2 streams on our YouTube channel right now. On our main page, you can see. We've got 2 going. One's vertical, one's horizontal. And the horizontal one's really, really nice. It's got nice cameras, close-up views, sound effects, background music, the Swan fan's all there. So if you're watching on the vertical and you know that the audio is absolute trash, come over to the horizontal. Alright, I'm going to do one last fix up here. Let's space out a little bit of water. There we go. Right up under, pull up. Alright, there it is. Tall, curvy mug.
Got lead on the vertical?
Lead. Yes, just trying to look at the composition of this and get the top area to be a little bit smaller. Perfect, there it is. Soften it up, geared up my throwing lines, I don't really like those. And then get the water out from the bottom. Let's come in and give a swirly. Perfect. This one gets a nice big handle. 4-finger handle is really nice. Alright, mug done. Very nice. Alright. Put it right down here next to the stein. Alright, what's next? Bowl, loose holder, stein, mug, espresso cup. Nice. We got an espresso cup and a saucer set. And I have one right here I can show you guys. Move everything away. Here's the saucer and here's the little espresso cup. This is our triple melt glaze. But we do throw them, separately. And then the espresso cup itself, we'll get our stamp on it and the little foot at the bottom. Same here, stamp on the bottom. These hold about 2 to 3 ounces. Nice. Right there. So let's do saucer first. Down a little bit of clay. Nice and centered. And I am pretty sure these are 4 inches wide. Double check our cheat sheet. Espresso cup, 4 inches. This is 6 ounces of clay. Let's get our 4-inch marker here. Alright, that's what we're going for. I'm just going to use palm of my hand, flatten out a nice disc. Am I tripping? Where is it? Espresso cup. The cup is 6 ounces and the saucer is 12. So this needs to be the cup. So we're going to do the cup first. Let's make that happen. I knew it felt wrong. Alright, let's push all that back up. Easy enough. Nice little form. We're pretty much going for the shape that we want with the right thickness of balls, and then we know that that'll create our correct volume. So nice compression right here on the bottom. I'm gonna come under and grab that clay. So we're going for a similar shape with the 2 bellies as our mug.
We got Ashley in the chat.
Ashley!
Good morning. That's cute. I'm just signing in.
Let's
Is that
go.
a new product?
The Espresso Cup and Saucer is not a new product, but today we are actually making one of every single product in our catalog. So it's really cool. People are gonna be glad you haven't seen it yet because you get to see something new. Do you drink espresso at your house? Alright, let's see. Like I said.
Father said the most interesting man in the world doesn't actually drink Giuseppe's. In fact, I don't drink alcohol at all.
Jeez.
Dad said I just had an amazing blueberry cream cheese Danish type thing with a caramel bottom.
Oh my gosh. What the heck? That sounds decadent.
He said, man, I'm not big on sweets, but it was delicious. You know?
Wow. I believe it.
Ashley would say I do.
Mmm. Espresso's good. Alright, that's the shape that we're going for. A big bottom. Comes up. Little waist. Little top.
She said, I do. I own all the coffee makers.
Oh, is that true?
She said, no coffee, no worky.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dang. I miss making lattes when I worked at the coffee shops. Dude, I made the best drinks, guys. Alright, that's it. Little swirl right in the bottom. It's got it. Here, since you didn't see it, I'll show you also the finished product. Let's see. Here's our espresso cup. It's about 2 to 3 ounces. Has the saucer and a little cup with a handle. So perfect for a little sippy sip. Perfect.
She said, I miss making coffee too. I worked as a barista for years too, Jess.
Did I know that? I don't think I knew that. I liked working in coffee shops. I just definitely did not like the hours. And owning your own business is a million times better than ever working for somebody, so can't say anything according to that, but
She said, I'm working and working.
let's go, girl.
I said, second camera is acting like it's in slow mode.
I know, what is the deal, man?
I gotta update some stuff, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just cheap.
Sorry, y'all.
Aki Poppy said, I'm trying to be Patrick Swayze in Ghost.
No, bro. You're gonna be Ghost Reference number 2 of the stream. I've got my own Swayze though, so.
Got Patrick on Universal.
Pass her by.
Good day, Swan City. Hope you guys are doing well.
Today, we are doing very good. Hope you are too. Alright, there she is. We're gonna go with the, hopefully I can find it, the Garrity tool, foot tool that I really like. Right underneath. Perfect. It'll get trimmed up a little bit more as well, but that's just a good start.
It's sort of related to the previous comment, but Michael said, I'm trying to be Woody.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. You think that's number 3?
Go for it, I guess.
Yeah. 3rd Ghost Reference, taking home the bronze. Congratulations, guys.
I said, it's cool looking, Nick. I was just letting y'all know, but I like it. I restarted it like 2-3 times, so I'm not sure. Aki Piper said, I'm only number 2. Not gonna lie, I was expecting the number to be higher.
We did just start. I think the all-time record is 13 in one stream, so. Alright, there it is, espresso cup and saucer. The saucer gets a little divot in it so that the espresso cup sits in there, and then this guy also gets a nice foot and a handle. 2 pieces done.
Passerby said, my 2-month holiday only has 2 days left, then sadly back to work.
2-month holiday? What the heck? How did you score that? Alright. Water for everyone. Alright, bowl, whisk holder, stein, mug, espresso cup, V60. Let's bring on the coffee. V60 coffee maker. This guy goes right on top of your own cup or a craft. And you can brew a fresh cup of coffee. And it tastes a million times better than any automatic drip machine you have, guaranteed. Bring it up. Calm down. Alright.
Like you said, hydration.
Hydration. Only if you promise that you just chugged a water with me.
Tammy said hydrate.
Hydrate.
And my mom is in treat is here.
Let's go.
And you guys are trying to get this dingo today, huh?
I didn't look at the bingo earlier, so I'm not sure what's on there. I think I should not look at the bingo, to be honest. Alright, this is how we want to start the V60 with a taller dome shape. What we're going to do is split this in the middle and then recenter half of it on top. dedicated foot rim. Push that down a little bit. Some compression right in that center area. Alright. Next step is we're going to take all this clay, form it into our cone. Let's come right in the middle here. Going straight down all the way to the bottom of the bat, creating a hole in this piece. Boom, touching the bottom. I'm going to take some of this clay, give it a nice push up. And all that I can compress. Alright. One more big pull. We're pulling all this clay from the outside, not the inside. Well, they're still pretty thick at this point. And let's start flaring it. I'm going to come into the bottom. Grab some of that clay, flare it out a little bit. It's got a live order.
Oh, really?
But Ashley,
Oh my
get out of here, Ash! What the heck? No freaking way, bro. Let's try to get this pulled up.
We got a live
She said,
order.
"Oops, I did it again."
Oh my god.
Cannot with you, Ash. Alright. So, she's getting a espresso cup and saucer in honey.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna have the whole collection in honey. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. That's it. You rock.
We got some W's in the chat for Ashley.
Seriously.
She's gonna have the whole collection in honey one day.
I can't wait to see it.
We've got the Butterbill, the V60 coffee gift set. Planter.
That's right.
Is
Planter
that
on
in the
the
mail or what?
It's downstairs. We ran out of packing material yesterday. I hate when that happens, but we were packing orders and then we ran out of material, so it's coming today, and then tomorrow we're gonna pack more, so it'll go out tomorrow.
And that's a bingo square for Ashley.
Wow.
She said in the chat, oops, I did it
She said,
again.
"Oops, I did it again." That's funny. Alright, nice.
I said I don't buy from Amazon, but I buy from you guys.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
And then she's got the honey emoji, and then I'm, and then home emoji.
Oh, honey, I'm home. You gotta like play that song when you're making your coffee in the morning. Alright, this is our V60 template that we created. It is a 60-degree angle exactly, so it fits the filters. And we're just gonna slowly incorporate this into our V60. Switch hands. And we just want the opening here to not ellipse on itself, so I'm just going to open it until it's a round circle. Looks good. Perfect. We have height markers on this guy as well, so we're actually perfect on the height. And this guy I'm going to make spiral, so we do offer this in a straight V60, just like this, and then a spiraled wall as well. So let's spiral this guy up. Come in here and just add a little bit more water so we can get a nice smooth creation. Take a little bit of this clay. There it is.
Alright, that'll be your espresso cup.
Yes.
We are not making orders today, we're actually all caught up.
Yeah, man.
And whoa, we got, what is it? LE Soul 4T with the Prime sub on Twitch.
Whoa, thank you. LE Soul? What was it?
LE Sold 4T.
Yo, Ellie, thank you. That's freaking incredible. Is that a bingo score too? New member?
Wow.
Wow.
All the way from the purple
With the
side.
Prime sub. Let's get it, guys.
We'll count it. New /
100%.
gifted member.
That's a new member.
Shout out to Sold 4T.
Hey, yo. Thank you, Fred. Alright. So starting at the bottom, I'm going to press in with my tool and have 2 fingers on the inside, bracing to create this little gap. Nice big swirl all the way up. Oh yeah, that looks good. And then I like to go reverse on the wheel to get the swirl to go in the same orientation all the way down. There it is. Perfect. Back it up.
I actually said, wow, so many potential bingos today, guys.
Fill the card, man. Fill the card. Alright, let's wire them off.
Sims Bakery said hi.
What's up, Sims? Welcome in. There's a little bit of water down at the bottom here, and I really don't want that to sit there, so I'm just going to try to get that out really quick. Alright. Alright, V60, said and done. Swirly guy. That's really nice. Next up, dip plate. Where are you? Here you are. Oh, we didn't wedge this one, so I think I'm gonna wedge this really quick. I can't even push this. We have this whole, all of our balls of clay on another board. There we go. That'll work. This ball we had from last stream, so just make it a little softer. Getting it ready. Not a huge wedge, just a little orienting. Dip plate needs a big platter. Do we even have one? Yes, there. Perfect.
Tiny said the swirling ones look better.
Yes, I agree. I love everything with a swirl, man.
Kelvin in the vertical
What's up, Kelvin?
said, I think I could be next to you. I like pottery very much. Can you send some of your products here, please?
Well, all of our products are available on our website. It's swancityceramics.com. So this is my husband and mine's business. We do make pottery full time together.
Ashley said spinach, artichoke, and plate.
Let's go. 100%. Alright.
Got Richo in the chat.
Hey, Richo. Let's go. Alright.
Try to reset this camera again.
Oh, yeah. Okay. use our fist here and come straight down the middle. Pull this clay out. We don't want to create any type of gap here underneath the pot where air would get trapped, so just want to maintain that flat consistency. It's a good starting spot. This dip plate is going to be 8 inches wide, so let's get 8 inches on our shrinkage roller. Here, 8. Our clay strength's about 11%, so with the additional 11% added, this will be 8 inches when it is completely fired. We're gonna come right in the center here, start creating a little bowl, just like that. About 1/4 inch from the bottom here. And then right from the outside, I'm just going to push in a little extra clay. There we go. We'll create that interior wall. There, that feels really good. Our exterior wall we're going to start creating here as well. Nice compression. I want this wall to actually be a bit higher, so I'm going to find that clay right there. Make sure that we've got a good pull. Just leave that there for a second. Same here. Nice compression. And then we're going for 8 inches wide. This looks good. Right up underneath this piece, find all that clay, pull straight up, compress. Push that out a little bit. Start creating a nice exterior bowl. 8 inches, so let's flare it out a little bit more.
Tony said, was that dude being bad, Nick? Yeah. Got a rare troll in the horizontal strip.
Whoa. Dang.
Slip through the gates.
That's great. Alright, where did I put my sponge? Let's go. Sponge? Underneath. Alright, let's get rid of all this little extra slurry chilling here. Smooth out our rim. Right up in here and also.
They said, Swans, I'm so happy that you aren't damaging/losing miniatures in the kill anymore.
Ah.
I was hoping to steal another 7 or 8
7 or 8.
on a special deal on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, honestly, we haven't had any cracks because we figured out the trick. But literally 200 to go. Like, got so many. Definitely have a special jar downstairs with your name on it, like.
Ariel said, I am your ghost.
Ariel. Bro, you're gonna be ghost reference number 4 of the stream. Congratulations. Congratulations. Alright, last thing I want to do here is put a little spiral in the middle. And let's wire them off. Come right up underneath. Straight through. Dip plate, 8 inches wide. Gorgeous. Alright, next up I have juicer. Citrus juicer. Where are you? Let's go. juicer, 1 pound, 12 ounces, I believe. Double check that for you. Yes, 1 pound, 12 ounces. And I can show off our mini juicer right here that we have. We don't make tiny ones anymore. We only make full-size juicers for our website, but these guys are freaking awesome. This is actually from a collection that we sent out, ordered by the Florida State Senate. So they wanted all these like different stamps on it, which is pretty dope. So shout out to Ben Albritton. Let's make a big one though together. Let's see, I need
We got William Lynn in the chat.
William. What's up, friend?
Ashley said beautiful dip plate.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Leah said I'm gonna get one of the bigger ones, the not so mini one. She said the mini army needs to come in.
Oh my gosh. So I have one for you. You sent us so much amazing stuff over forever. I have one for you with your name on it downstairs. I'm waiting until the 200 are done to send you a little present. Thank you for all the notebooks and everything, literally all the beautiful cards and all the merch. Lee sent us so much stuff over the times. All right. Boom. Juicer coming up. Alright, cone. Get all this clay centered up.
She said OMG, what? She said I could cry, that's so exciting.
Yay! Your leader is coming home.
We got Dag Wood in the chat.
Yeah, what's up, Dag? Alright. This is where we're going to start on our juicer. So this is a 2-walled form, and the center wall does collapse on itself to create a dome. So let's open this up. We're going to come right in the middle.
Listen, and my early release has been approved. Going home, y'all.
Say what? Dang, that's early today. Let's go. Always glad to see you, Bonsai.
Big shout out to Bonsai.
Enjoy your family time. Be safe traveling home.
Have a great weekend out there as well. Tuesday stream will be
Early.
earlier.
Oh, so you can hang out longer. Bonsai. Alright, we're putting about 1/3 of this clay down here off to the side. 2/3 is going to stay in the center. Let's start with our pull.
Lisa, I've learned some editing techniques recently.
Ah.
I'm going to do the thing I always joke about and make it look like they're moving or marching around.
Little stop motion animation. Let's go.
Honestly, so glad I was here to meet up with everyone today. May God bless you, and even more richly than you have blessed me. Dak said, mesmerizing.
Hey. I want to get some of the water out from the center area. Alright, adding to that. Grab a little more of that clay. Push it out. Up. Now we're going to collar. We're just going to collapse this piece in on itself. So, a little water here.
Maxie, in the vertical.
What's up, Maxie?
This is Ghost.
Ghost. Maxie's going to take home Ghost reference number 5 of the stream. Congratulations. collaring this form up, making sure I don't just squish it all together, but there we go. As you push the clay together and collar, your edge gets thicker, so if you needed to, a little extra pull. Bring this all the way in, collapse it. And then hold at the top, compress. All that clay pushed together. You can smooth out the dome that we've created. When this is dry enough, when it's leather hard, we will carve out the ridges for the stitches to get juiced on. That looks good. Alright, next step, right up underneath. Pull a nice wall. There. Right up underneath, create a little bevel. Up. Looks good. Alright, extra compression in the low. I'll make it like a little, if I can, a little taller, but looks good. There it is.
So Nick, Jess, thanks again for the family and your time, and congrats on the new home.
Oh, Bonsai, thank you. Always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for the jokes. All the jokes. Bonsai's jokes.
Big shout out to Alumni and all the prayers and thoughts.
Yes,
Couldn't have done any of this without you guys, so.
honestly. Alright, we got a swirled wall, and we're going to put our spout in now. So right here on the side, just going to use a damp finger, hold our wall, and start just slowly manipulating this wall to create a small little spout. We just rock our finger back and forth while holding the wall in place to get our spout section, and then on the other side we like to create a little dip right where the handle's going to go. Lined up perfect, looks good. Let's wire them off. Juicer. Nice. Alright guys, what's next? Alright, I literally got cheese plate next. Wild. Cheese plate's big. And we need I need to make sure it fits on this bat. I think it does, but may have to go no splash pan. I'm hoping we don't have to. Let's see, it's 11 inches wide. So let me clean this off really quick so I can actually see the numbers on our ruler.
Rawalakini said hi from Papua New Guinea.
Oh, hello. Hello from Florida, all the way to you in Papua New Guinea.
Monza did say, well, that's uncommon. Not used to being thanked for my jokes.
I like them.
Glenn said, great news, Nick and Jess, for the new home. I rejoice in great news.
Oh, thank you. Alright, I need to find a bat. Where's our bats? They're all hiding. And I know one is over here. This is the one we're gonna need. This one has probably 30 mini jars on it. So let's relocate these minis somewhere else. Still have about half of them that need trimmed. So let's see. These guys are drying out slowly under the cover.
Just passing by said hi from Kenya.
Ooh, hello. Wow, guys. Let us know where you're watching from. That's wild. Kenya? We're out in Lakeland, Florida. Bat for bat. Let's make it happen. Alright. Oh yeah, these are still feeling really good. So probably get trimmed up tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish these. Let them dry slowly for about a week. Nice. If you guys missed it, we're on what, episode 202? Episode 200, we threw 200 of these mini jars in one episode. What an insane ep. Get in there. Alright. Stack them up. Now we've got the biggest bat ever. These guys are gonna get wrapped up nice and tight. Some plastic. Put it right back where they're supposed to be. Alright, we are going no splash pan, which is crazy. Literally like second time in a row, I think, that we're going no splash pan. I guess if we're gonna get messy, we're gonna get messy, right? I think I might. It was so messy last time that I wish I had an apron. So I think I might literally go get that apron, which is crazy. But I haven't worn an apron in a while. But having no splash pan is kind of a lot. Apron. Some of you have never seen this apron. Shut up.
Shout out to Robert Miller for the 30 jewels.
Oh, Robert, thank you. Wow, thank you for the jewels. Alright, that's very kind of you. Alright. Cheese plate. Biggest bat ever. Center it up. Decent. Nice. Make sure it's nice and level.
Connie said you were a mad woman that day, Jeff.
Here we go. It's happening all over again. Alright, literally my calibers can't even go to 11 inches plus shrinkage, so we're gonna have to just go off our ruler here. Needs to extend all the way out to this part of the plate. So our cheese plate has 3 different levels to it. When we're opening this up, we're gonna create 3 walls. One in the center, one in the middle, and then one all the way on the outside. This way you can have multiple different cheeses. And then in the middle compartment, we're actually gonna create walls after it's trimmed. So you can put jams and jellies or different nuts, separate all your stuff, and then have all of your accoutrements chilling. So where is our did we go 6 pounds? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Let's see.
It's a happy birthday for Adeline.
Adeline, happy birthday. Welcome in.
Lecture said, I'm back. I've been talking to a buddy of mine here at the airport.
Oh, nice.
Breaking in a new engine on one of my trucks.
Very cool.
And we got Boyd. Virtual.
Lloyd?
Boyd.
Lloyd. What's up, guys?
Says it's easy to clean those plates.
Yeah, these are easy. It's just clay, so it's just like dirt. Just wipes off. Alright. Center it up. My elbows tighten for triangulation. All the way up. Press it back down. Nice. All right. Use my fist here to create a little more pressure right on top.
AE not handled. Said it's 1:36 a.m. in Asia.
Oh wow, AE. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess it's 2:38 here in Florida p.m.
Karen said 1:37 p.m. in Texas.
Hey, Karen.
And Milaga said 2:37 New York City.
Wow, guys. Let's go. Hello to all of y'all from us out here in Florida. Alright, nice. This is what we're going to start with. Nice plate. We want our exterior to be that 11 inches, so let's see, it'll only come out a little bit more, like 1 inch on either side. Let's start with our middle plate. Come right in the middle, find the center, straight down, open it up. Compression, even a little more than a 1/4 inch, but not really 1/2 inch on the bottom here. I'm going to softly start our wall.
It's 3:39 a.m. in Tokyo.
What? Oh my goodness. Hopefully everyone in Tokyo is asleep, enjoying their nice night, right? Alright.
Luke said Papua New Guinea 4:39 a.m.
Jeez.
Milaga said, I've never worked with clay and I love it. I'm a natural artist from Puerto Rico.
Oh, let's go.
Jack said it's an ice storm here in northern Michigan.
Be careful, guys. Be careful out there. Alright. Start sectioning off where our second wall is going to be. love me some dumplings. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here. A little wider. We're good to go. Let's see.
Karen said, what part of your hand are you using to section off the second part of the wall?
The second part of the wall, when I come in and I open the wall up, I use my index finger to push back against it on either side so that we can create that wall. So right here I'm using my thumb to press down. I want to create a little more clay right in the middle here. Feed it back. Feeding it back.
I said, I need to try these dumplings. Jess is obsessed with.
Dude, dumplings are amazing. All dumplings. Favorite dumpling, soup dumpling, but they're kind of hard to find, depending on where you live. I love a fried dumpling, man. That's what's up. Alright. I'm gonna push a little bit more clay here. So I realized there was a little too much clay in the center, so what I did was I literally pulled that clay, pushed it down, brought it all the way over. Now we're going to take it right here, we're going to push it back down.
Guillermo said, hola de Chile.
Oh, Guillermo! Hola!
Milagro said, I collected shells and seeds for many years and created jewelry, frames, clothing, etc.
Nice!
We'll give a big shout out to Karen for the 80 jewels.
Oh, Karen. Thank you for the jewels. That's very nice of you.
I said, what's in a dumpling?
It could be anything. I mean, I like the pork dumplings. But I also like the chicken dumplings, the vegetable dumplings. I mean, what else? You can put anything in a dumpling. I like a pork dumpling if I'm going to an Asian place. Alright.
Got Captain in the chat.
Hey, Kakin. I have not made one of these in probably over a year, so I'm a little rusty on this guy, but we're making it happen. Pushing a little more clay down over to the exterior wall. Hopefully not making the biggest mess in the world, but...
William said, best steak in Tokyo is Kobe. Gives Texas steak a run for its money.
What? Is that true? I'm gonna need Gail's opinion on that one.
And Captain said, suet. The dumplings and also everything.
Oh, there you go, yeah. And also everything. I mean, Tiny, if you got like a decent, like local Chinese food restaurant, just get their fried dumplings. That's what's up.
Like I said, I like the tray that you're making, 3 level.
Oh, thank you.
Michelle said, what are you making? And Karen also said, yes. What do you call this piece?
We're making our cheese plate. So this piece does have 3 walls. One in the center, one in the middle, and one on the exterior. And then once it's leather hard, we do put dividers in the center so that you can have 3 compartments for different accoutrements. This one, haven't made it in a while, so it's taking me a little bit longer to get the positions of these walls. But I'm pretty much just feeding the clay where I want it to be in order to get the pulls of the walls correct. But it's looking really good now. So this guy gets 11 inches wide. And I'm gonna double check our thickness of our base. That looks good. Looks good. Looks good. It's a little thick in the middle, so I'm gonna thin it out a little bit. It's over here. There we go. Is it supposed to, I don't know the picture, is it supposed to have really angular corners or curved corners, Nick? Remember?
Curved.
Curved. Okay.
Here it said, what is the price on the finished piece?
Nick, what, I'm not sure what it says on the website. It is on our website, SwanCityCeramics.com. I'm not sure what we have it listed for right now.
But, you can use the
But
promo
yeah,
code.
definitely. There's a promo code. SwanFam for anybody. Especially if you're that wants to get anything from our website.
Yeah, I said, how long have you been doing this?
We've been throwing for about 10 years. We've had the business for about 6. Alright, I feel like we're pretty good set up here. So you can see like my exterior wall, it's like a bit thicker, and then thinner, and then the thinnest, so that when we do these small pulls, ideally it's a level plate. So let's go ahead and give a nice pull here.
Tiny said, I need to, Jess, but I'm a nerd and always order the same thing.
Dude, try it for me.
He said General Tso's chicken with fried rice and egg rolls.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Nick is the egg roll guy and I'm the dumpling girl. So I guess we get both best of both worlds, but dang. If you have the chance to try a fried dumpling, you never had one before, jeez man, you gotta try it.
He said, I haven't visited there yet, but my son sends me photos of his meals regularly, especially since he travels all around Japan.
Dang.
Captain said, Asiatic style prawn dumplings with rice flour are awesome,
Oh wow.
but I'll take any dumpling.
Yeah, any dumpling, please. I guess I'm not a fan of seafood dumplings. Like, they have one called like shumai, and that's often has shrimps in it. Shrimp shumai is very popular, but shumai is good. It's just a different style of dumpling. Alright, we're looking pretty good here.
Captain also said steamed pork buns.
Ooh. I'm not a fan of the pork. I like, a bao bun. Is that what it is? Bao bun? Where it's like a taco. The pork bun where it's like a bun that has a filling. I guess that's not my favorite, but not that it's not like good, but
Milagra said in Florida, at Michael's store, they have free classes.
where's that? Michael's store. That's awesome. If you can take a free class, you got it. You should definitely go do that. Nice. This is what we're looking at, guys. Go in here and just a little extra compression all the way around. Make sure everything's nice and smooth.
He said, you don't know Michael's, Jess? It's a craft store.
Oh, well, there's no way that, I just thought, like, there's no way that there's free clay throwing classes at Michael's. But I thought it was, like, maybe somewhere local. But I just don't believe that there's free throwing classes at Michael's, but maybe there are.
He said, my local one does classes too, but not for free. Classes of what?
Throwing pottery.
At Michael's?
That's why I was like, there's no way. That's why I didn't even, like, my whole answer was the way it was.
The Michaels by us is like run down.
Mm. Straight up. It's like a. Nice. You got it, 11 inches. Spot on.
User said, if you make it so thin, won't they break easily?
This is not very thin. You say it's 1/4 inch wide walls, and then it gets glaze application on top of it. So obviously, the thicker the piece, the more durable it is, but then you also want to vary it with how big is your piece, how heavy is it going to be, how functional do you... There's a lot of things to consider, so...
Dag said, is it okay if I share your link on my live stream?
Yeah, 100%. We appreciate it. Thanks, Dag. Alright, I'm just going to smooth out these edges. I don't want those to be sharp. Alright, what do you think, Dag? Good. So I guess the one thing I did that's a little different is I rounded this out a little bit. Should I keep it straight, or do you like it like more round, like the dip plate?
What?
I like made this edge like a little more of like round, so you get like a little more stuff in there.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Okay, cool.
They said not only that, they do circuit crafting.
Cricket? Yeah.
Cricket crafting. And knitting and all kinds of stuff.
I did not know that. I wonder if our Michaels does anything. I mean, our Michaels is like, seems like the first Michaels that ever was existed, you know what I mean? It's really very cool. That's pretty cool.
Mohammed said greetings from Malaysia.
Wow, hello to Malaysia from Florida. Definitely let us know where you're watching from, guys. That's freaking sick.
Hacken said, stayed up watching Artemis launch last night. Still not over watching the Challenger disaster apparently.
Oh my goodness.
But it was awesome. Thanks, William, for the heads up reminder.
Ooh. Yeah, we watched it too. It was really cool. We have a short on the other channel about it, on our second channel. We got to actually see it, like, take off because we're in Florida. We're not, we're in the middle of the state. So it was, like, super tiny. But the fact that we got to see it was so cool. And there was a lot of people out there ready to watch it. A lot of, high schoolers too, which was really
It's
cool.
like a whole class of,
Yeah.
from, they did, like, a field trip or something.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we saw it in person. It was pretty crazy. Got Mandy in the chat.
Mandy!
Said hello, Swan fam, on this fine and dandy Thursday.
Let's go.
And we got Think Lofty,
Lofty.
aka Trick Shot,
Trick shot. That's right.
and also J-Rad on Twitch.
Let's go, guys. The fam is here. We did just throw a 5-pound dip plate. This guy's awesome. I'm gonna make sure that I write down that I used 5 pounds because that was a really good amount of clay. Actually, make it 6 pounds. It was 6 pounds.
Was it 5 or 6 pounds?
It's 6.
J-Rad said, hey guys. He said, going to see a girl from my college for the first time, kind of a date at 6.
That's cute. What's the plan? Nice. Let's see this. Alright, this guy's finished, wired off. What we're going to do is let it dry slowly. And then we're going to add 3 little divider compartments in the middle ring. This way you can separate some things if you want them to be separated. That was dope. And we're going to glaze that in a different color because we have one photo of it in clear. I mean, what do you think? Step 1.
Jared said we're going to a Flyers hockey game.
That's awesome.
You from Philly,
Are you
Jared?
from Philly, bro? That was I think the first year that Nick and I were dating, we went to a Flyers game. Was it the second year? Your dad got us tickets. That was cool. That was the first hockey game I ever went to. Hockey's like such a fun. Has she ever been? That's a really cool experience. All right, Butterbell time.
Hey, like I said, how much is that piece you just finished?
It's on the website. I don't know how much it is right now. All of our pieces are made to order, so it's our cheese plate. 85 on the website. Nice. It's SwanCityCeramics.com. And then you can choose what color you want to glaze it in, if that's something that you guys want. Splash pan coming back on. And I'm about ready to take this apron off. Because that's what I end up doing. I just like end up like using it like a rag. And then I'm messier than I was in the beginning.
J-Rod said, very close to Philly area.
Ah, Nick and I met in Philly. We were both living there.
We lived in Philly.
We lived
though.
in
If
Philadelphia,
you're in
yeah.
Delco or Jersey, you cannot claim Philly.
We feel very strongly about this. That's so funny.
Tyler did ask what Gail's son does. He
Mm.
travels all around Japan.
Yeah.
She said he's a nuclear safeguards inspector for the UN, International Atomic Energy Agency.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I knew what he did either. Say the title one more time?
Nuclear Safeguards Inspector for the United Nations.
Dang. That's cool.
Captain said, I made a painting of the crowd reacting to my school executive. Left it on display at school, which was great, but I wish I had it now.
Oh wow.
And Milagro said, will it have more colors to it?
Yes. We do glaze all of our pieces in colored or clear ceramic glaze, which is pretty much glass, that we make from raw materials. Gets fired in our kiln, everything becomes food safe, dishwasher, microwave safe. Not sure what color we're gonna glaze all these pieces, but that's for tomorrow's swans to figure out, you know?
Thomas said, oh yeah, play Unchained Melody.
Thomas said that. Alright, you're gonna be number 6. 6th ghost reference going to Thomas out there. That's crazy. Alright, we're making a butterbell right now. Butterbell, butter keeper, French butter dish. Goes by many names. This guy has 2 pieces. The first piece that we're going to make is the basin. That will hold a little bit of water. That the lid, where the butter lives, will go into. Nice. Right up under this piece, I want to grab this clay down here. I always end up using my fingernails, and it's not good. I need to be more active of not using my fingernails as tools. I think every potter kind of has that problem, but there we go. Bring this up. Keep a nice thick tapered rim for a gallery. That's where the lid's gonna sit. Alright, let's just widen this like a little bit. Dang, that's kind of too wide. What am I doing? Let's bring that in a little bit. So, that's part I've got clay, so malleable. Collar it a little bit. Bring it back up. There it is. Alright, let's get all that water out of there. There's definitely a little bit too much. Nice. Keep our bevel rocking. That's way better. Alright, let's go ahead and swirl this piece. So actually, do I want to create? I want to create the gallery first. So we'll come right in here and just create a little more of a defined gallery, which is the area that the lid sits into. So we left it nice and thick.
Like I said, I like blue and green.
Mmm.
They said they have a new blue glaze that is beautiful. Maybe it'll be named Mariana Moonrise.
Oh my goodness. Dang, the name is hard. We've been kind of struggling figuring it out. It's a big decision.
We watched The Life of Pi for some inspiration.
Guys,
I also want to just call it Life of Pi.
it's Life of Pi. That entire movie was the glaze. It was absolutely insane. If you've never watched that movie, you gotta watch that movie tonight. Like, that is insane. Also, even if you have watched it, you should watch it again. Alright, so this is what the basin looks like. What we're gonna do now is create our lid that fits right inside, right there.
We are past the 3 p.m. mark.
Mm. Nice.
Actress said, okay, I'm done for now running a tank of fuel through my RC truck, breaking in new pistons and sleeve.
Wow, nice. Step on my own clay.
Like I said, I don't know if I've watched that. What streaming service is it on?
It's on Amazon Prime. I believe. I don't think it's free though. It's an amazing movie. It's on I mean, I guess if you're gonna pay for it, it's on YouTube. Alright, we're making the lid for this guy where all the butter lives. It needs to be this big. And we need a little bit of clay that's actually going to fit inside the gallery. So, right there. We need our walls to be a bit bigger. So, come right up in here, create an opening.
They said, and I'll never be offended if you don't pick that one. It just seems really fit really well. Or mesmerizing Mariana.
We really want it to be like one word, and that's like getting kind of hard. Huh?
It's like impossible.
It's almost impossible, yeah. Man,
I don't know.
it's so tough, man. And we were looking at images all night, like the Mariana Trench does look exactly like what the glaze does. Like the deep sea is it. And I just don't know.
My final recommendation is Deep Sea.
Deep sea. I feel like deep sea is such a good name.
Manny said, hey, you wonderful viewers, new animal, please consider giving me Shop Atlantis. So if you use the code livestream, you get 15% off your purchase. Please, also, on the way in or out, give us a like or a sub.
Hey, Mandy, let's go. How have you been?
Tiny said Atlantis twice.
Atlantis. That's a good one, too. I personally, like, I think my vote is for Deep Sea. It's not, like, so evoking, but it is, like, straight to the point. Like, that's exactly what this place looks like. It looks like the Deep Sea, man. It looks...
I said Poseidon.
Poseidon.
Bag said Trench Blue.
Trench blue.
We got Scott in the chat.
What's up, Scott?
Said Abyssal.
Yeah, I really like the word abyssal as well, but I think it's like almost too dark and sad and scary, right? Like gives kind of like
It is like
uneasy vibes.
We were looking up like the terms for like
Yeah.
the levels of where light penetrates
Through the
like,
ocean.
and stuff. It is in the abyssal zone for sure.
Definitely. And I like that word so much, but I just don't think it's gonna be like, I don't think everybody's gonna, I don't know. It's tough because it's like you gotta pick a name that people are gonna associate like something nice with. Can't pick like I like Deep Sea Abyss, but like that's like sad, man.
We got the lunatics in the chat.
What's up, lunatics?
Said love your pottery. You all
Hey,
remember me?
man. Yeah, I do remember you. Welcome back.
I said Deep Sea is dope. I like it.
Deep Sea.
I just said I might get 2 of those mini pots that you made. One,
Oh.
One blue horizon for
Mm-hmm.
sugar and one brown for cinnamon.
Oh my gosh. That's cute. Definitely use a code. We got you. Alright guys, Butterbell. Done.
Scott said fair, but this one is kind of scary.
I do like Abyss and Abyssal, but it is kind of scary. I do like, it's tough. I think Deep Sea is a good choice. Alright, we're gonna make a little condiment cup. We're gonna make 2 of them, because these are green sets.
It said whirlpool.
What is it?
Whirlpool.
Ooh, Whirlpool. That's a good one too. Wow. I liked Moonlight too.
Got more ocean.
Yeah, it's not like it's not light enough. All right, this guy I'm pretty sure is 3 inches wide. Ugh, I'm making a mess out of my own notebook here. 3 inches by 1.5.
Captain said lagoon.
Maybe that's good. What the heck? I just got like a random message from I don't know where saying we're hiring on online work, like from literally nobody. It's so weird. Alright. And I like to use this tool here.
They said the bends.
The bend.
Like when you go too deep without the right mix of chemicals in your oxygen tank.
Jeez. That also sounds scary. It was like a PDF, which is so weird. It was just an image. Like you'd work that hard for a scam. Alright, there it is. A little tiny condiment cup. These guys are great for literally every single thing in your whole life.
Got Tammy back.
Timmy.
Like I said, Majestic BC has a great bucket.
Dang. That's nice.
And it's an Oceanic Oasis.
Yeah,
It's gotta be like two, like, I don't know, the least amount of syllables as possible.
I like deep sea. I do. Alright, tiny condiment cup. We're gonna make one more of these guys. Make sure our little play disc is still good to go.
Rawzilla said, I want to get into this.
Hey yo, you should. 100%. Got a teeny tiny bit of clay here. This is just 8 ounces of clay, half a pound. Centering it up. Push it down, open it up, compress. All the way out. 3 inches wide. Up underneath of it. Nice pull, compression. Alright, wet my sponge. Nice. Looks good.
To Brendan for the jewels.
Brendan, thank you for the jewels. Alright, guys. Two condiment cups down. What's next? Down the whole line. Spoon rest, 5 inches. Fire. Spoon rest. Spoon rest? No spoon rest. Alright, let's do 6 ounce jar. And then I will get some clay for a spoon rest. 6 ounce jar, we made a couple of these last stream. Shout out Dawn and Cadence for the live orders. I mean, I guess it was, the live order happened 2 streams ago. We threw them for on last stream. This is a 6 ounce corked jar. Center it up, feels pretty good. Right here in the center, straight down.
Prince said this is very relaxing while I'm training for work. Thanks for crafting art.
Oh, of course. Thanks for hanging out with us. Dude.
think?
Jeez. You like push the side like in, yeah. A little further like away from you then. Yeah, that's fine. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, let's see. Take that last little pull here. And like I said, it needs to fit. Make it a little skinnier at the neck. Alright, there it is. Perfect. These guys do get trimmed too, so they have more of a angular profile on the bottom once they're trimmed. Just get this water off them in here. A little extra compression. Nice, and we need a swirl down here. Perfect. Let's wire it off. Boom. 6-ounce quart jar.
Captain said solar flares hitting lunar maximum.
Mm.
I said everything is a hustle or a scam nowadays. It's truly unbelievable the lack of quality for the price tags on services and products.
Dang. Everybody wants a quick fix. I don't know how we ended up skipping the spoon rest one, but let's just double check one thing here. Sometimes it's put into place. No, don't see them at all. Let's get 12 ounces of clay pulled out. Make sure, yep, 12. Got our scale. Let's go like 8. 14, 12. Is wedging on the bingo?
No.
Dang. Just wedge this guy up quick, since it has different clays, I guess different chunks of clay, we just want it to be all the same. We do need a larger bat for this as well. Let's clean our bat off. A little bit of water down on the dry clay, and then, oop, right off.
Milaga said, do you make top covers?
We can make lids for pieces, tops for pieces. If there's anything that you want that you don't see, like on our website, you can send us an email. We're happy to make adjustments to the forms that we make, or, you know, special custom pieces. There's some stuff that we do make with lids, like our butter bells. What else? I'm not sure, but yeah, we can definitely make lids. There we go. Pull this out. Going for 5 inches on our spoon rest. Can't see my ruler. A little bit wider here.
is an exception. That's the relationship you can have with Jesus. Also, barbecue events y'all go to. And he said she's got some homemade chips mix.
Wow.
Hey, we got Don in the vertical.
Let's go, Dawn. We got your jar thrown and trimmed, drying out. Same with cadences. Today we are doing a special stream. We're throwing one of every single product that we have available on our website.
Don said, "Yas, I'm so excited."
Let's go.
Like I said, just posted a couple pictures of the 180th fighter wing out here in at Toledo Express.
Oh, dang. Whoa, they look cool. I like seeing those guys. Swirly on our spoon rest. And a little bit of water down.
Don said, "Amazing,"
Yay!
and Captain said, "Great, fun idea."
Yay! Let's go, guys. Yeah, speaking of like new products and stuff, I mean, Gail suggested this a couple weeks ago, was like doing coaster set and then having that container that all the coasters go in. I'd really like to do that as well. Maybe not today, but we gotta offer like it as an upgraded type of style. Alright. Spoon rest. Where is the guy even going?
Like I said, I remember years back I ordered around 200 pieces of palm trees for everyone at the committee.
Oh, what?
Don
Dang.
said, "I like handmade stuff, looks amazing."
Thank you. So do we. Appreciate, you know, well-made pieces. Just everything.
Hey, we got Prince over here.
Let's go, Prince! Let's freaking go. Does he get a bingo square? Oh, I hope he does.
Unfortunately not,
Oh.
but shout out to Prince for making it over.
Let's go, Prince. Alright, what's next? Oh wow, we've got the 4-tier jewelry fountain. That's a big one. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. Alright, we gotta find one bat. We need a bat for ourselves, so let me see. The 4-tier jewelry fountain is awesome.
If you want to do some trimming for the
Oh
half
yeah?
hour.
Okay, that'd be dope actually. Let's do that. We have some stuff from last stream that does need trimmed, so that's what I like. Let's take this off of the wheel and add our chamois for our non-slip surface. Definitely does keep everything in a faster flowing pace. Traditionally, when you have, I mean, you can trim in whatever way works for you, but
Tacken did say about the coaster thing. I made one of those recently,
oh yeah,
but it only fits 2 coasters though.
yeah, I want it to be like, I want it to fit 4. I think E4 is a good number. And I guess we can make it so it can be 4 or 6, 2, 4, 6, but
Like I said, how long have you been doing clay works?
We've been throwing for about 10 years. We've had the business for about 6.
Tanya said, hello from Texas. Have you done a napkin holder
Mm.
and bread bowl/tray and loves work?
Oh, hey, oh. We have not done those products specifically, but that would be an awesome thing. We're trying to do one new product for our website every month. So a napkin holder would be awesome. We've done one before, but wasn't really perfect. But like I was thinking napkin holder wise, we could throw like a cylinder and then cut out a U on either side and then kind of squish it together. So it's less of a circle and more of an oval. We'll hold that. That would be really cool. And that could also be like a sponge holder too. What was the other thing that she said?
Bread bowl/tray.
Oh, bread bowl, bread tray. We make like cheese plates and dip plates. Bread bowl. I'm not sure if you mean like the type of thing that you actually bake bread in, which also we could do.
Let's see. Bluey Bull said, how many people do you get in the stream that have, say, inappropriate comments? So I was asking because my wife was hoping to do a live stream of her art and clay works, and I was concerned.
That's a good Nick question.
A lot.
A lot. Definitely be there to heavily moderate.
You can ban certain words, and then they won't appear in the chat. And then if you can get someone to moderate the chat as well.
Yeah.
Kagan said the holder doubles as a nice wine bottle holder too.
Oh. How does it sound? Nice hidden foot. Soft ledge. So totally nothing.
I'm not sure.
That's good. Alright, let's get a bowl out. Got 2 bowls here. Sorry. Trim the bottoms of these guys. Straight down, we're going to create a really tall foot here. So, get rid of most of this clay. There. Bring that in. And then use another tool. It's an old tiny Kemper tool. Right down and create an internal bevel. This is nice because you can have a better grip on the foot when you're washing it. Also when we're dipping our pieces into like glazed buckets. Definitely helps. There we go. And we're just going to follow our profile down.
Karen said, gotta run.
I'll catch you later, Karen. Thanks for hanging out. Alright. Carving away some extra clay that's in here. Make makes the piece lighter. Also, nice profile. Boom, create a little edge. That's pretty much what we want the foot of our piece to look like. Smooth it out. Boom. Now we're just gonna stamp this. Rest it on our brace. A little bit of powder, baby powder down, so we can create a barrier between the wet clay and our stamp. Rock that back and forth. Get a nice, clean, crisp stamp. We have one more bowl. This guy over here, since he's finished. Center it up. Do the same thing. Use the sharp end of our trimming tool to come down. Start creating the depth of our foot. Take some of that extra clay off. You can tell the foot will need to be a little bit deeper, so start there. 5-degree angle tool and give us a nice undercut. There we go. Bring it back down. Take all this extra clay. Follow our profile. Here, come right into the center too. Get rid of some of this extra clay. Create our foot. Nice.
I think we got it in it again, so we'll just, at 4 o'clock, we'll start up the other string.
Okay. Same. Alright, nice and smooth. Just a little bit of baby powder. This like definitely creates a really nice crisp stamp. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful bowl. Stack these over here. Alright, we got this big hanging planter. So this is the base plate, and this is the dome topper. So we're gonna start here, flip our dome upside down, center them up, there. So I'm holding my thumb still and seeing where the pot's uneven. Whenever it touches my thumb, I'm pushing it away from me a small amount until it's completely in the middle of the wheel. That feels right. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this little extra bit on the top so I have a flat surface. Hopefully. Let's see, where's my needle tool? Let's open the hole up a little bit too. Just a little bit of a trim. That's not bad. Alright, so I pretty much want to use this as our chuck before we trim it. So we have our base plate. Let's align it. Right there. Up. Just going to center this up a little bit better on top. Looks good. And we're going to trim this so it's a nice round surface. right up in here. Rid of this extra clay. Nice. Over. We'll just smooth that out at the top as well. Down. Smooth it out a little bit with some water, and then we're going to flip them over. Center it up again. We want to create our holes in the center wall where the twine gets fed through. There we go. So let's create a mark with just a marker. There we go. One on either side. Perfect. Little hole punch. So this is the base plate, totally done. Now let's trim the top. So we already trimmed the opening of this hole earlier. Just want to smooth out underneath.
Tiny did ask before the stream crashed, what about a soap dish? Would the clay be able to handle the water?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's waterproof. Soap dish would be great. I mean, we use, I guess I'm thinking sponge dish as well. Like, we use our spoon rest as a soap or as a sponge dish in our kitchen. We've made, it's not necessarily soap dish, but a shampoo bar dish for a wholesale customer before who they had these shampoo bars. They wanted a specific holder for them, so we've made those before. And it's pretty much like it was our condiment cup with holes in the bottom. That's exactly what it was.
I don't think I've ever seen a base plate in this design given its holes.
So this is like hidden drainage. So pretty much the connection between the base plate and the topper, that's where the drainage happens. And then all the water stays in the plate. This way it can be an indoor hanging planter or an outdoor hanging planter. No, it does have drainage, but it's hidden. This is an original Swan City design.
Okay, so are we throwing?
For halftime, and then we're gonna throw again for the second half. All right, let's put our stamp right here.
Died again.
Seriously? Did it try to connect to the Wi-Fi? And it didn't work? Oh my gosh, guys. Y'all are champs for hanging in with us. I'm sorry. Man, I'm redlined.
So again,
Yeah, down there, I can see it.
we had internet for like a minute though.
I don't know, man. Is there any update on my phone about, did we get like a text or anything?
I don't know.
Alright, well. Alright guys, so here's a sneak peek. The base plate, and then the actual dome gets put right on top. The twine gets fed through the middle, up through the sides, and then it hangs just like this. All the water stays right in the base plate if there's any extra. We do let these dry together upside down like this. They dry more evenly that way. So let's get this guy over here. else we have to trim. We've got 2 Butterbells and 1 mug that they're gonna need handles. So let's put this stuff away.
Ashley said that's a perfect birdhouse, Jess.
Birdhouse? Wow, you guys want birdhouses, huh? That's pretty wild.
Leah with the jewels.
Lee, what the heck? Thank you. What the heck? Alright, I think we might go trim as many mini jars as we can right now, guys. We have this dip plate here, but it's just not ready to get trimmed. It's way too soft, so. We can free up this bat for our second half. That's what we need to do. Alright, let's see.
Leah said, is the other stream done?
We literally lost internet, so we're gonna try again at halftime for the games. So at 4 o'clock, we'll pull the other stream up again. That's such a bummer, guys. I'm so sorry. What?
Milagra said, gotta go later, alligator.
Oh yeah, I'll catch you later. That's what I said. In a while, crocodile. Thanks for hanging out.
I said, are we gaming here?
We can't. We have to game another one. So we'll see, man. We have to. If it has to be another one. All right, trimming minis. We make the rim a little wet. Come in.
He says it's storming there.
It's not. It is a beautiful day. No idea
I
why.
swear we got like a new internet provider,
Yeah.
and the same day our internet's been trashed over here. Like they know
I
that
know.
we're done using them.
Straight up. It's awful, man. Alright, I have this little piece here. This is how I do it. This is our brace for our stamp. Just put it in some clay. Pop our mini jar off. Put them right up here and stamp them up.
They said, well, maybe you can get fiber in the new place.
We are going to get fiber in the new place. So, the fact that they just, oh man, I can't believe the whole.
Tell them.
Man, so like, well, I'm just mad at Spectrum right now, honestly, because how are they just gonna like totally poop out our service as soon as they know that we're leaving Spectrum from Verizon. And we have an appointment on Saturday to get the Verizon set up, but I guess they came out to like scout the house and they laid the fiber lines down without calling us, without saying anything. They dug around our house and laid down the new lines. And straight up, like it's like the fiber box is here and we want the internet in this wall. And what they did was they ran the wire all the way around the perimeter of the house, all the way in the backyard, all the way to the other side of the house. So pretty much we want to create a garden in our backyard, and they put it in the place that we're gonna dig up. So we need them to move it. They never called us to lay the lines down. They dug in our house, and we're supposed to get a call today. They better call us today. I'm pretty like upset about the whole situation. We specifically asked on the phone when we got onboarded that we did not want anybody digging anything up in the house, like on the land. They were like, oh, we actually could see here that there's a no dig thing, like that it's already available. like, thanks for lying, just to get us onboarded. Just, salespeople are just on, oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. Like, no, I don't want a giant wire around 75% of my house, 2 inches into the ground, then I can't do anything. Can't, like, even. Anyone out there have experiences with fiber installation they can share with us?
Hackett said, you scored the house.
We did. That's the wonderful part of the whole thing. Officially homeowners. But because these pieces are so tiny, that it actually works better directly on the wheel head instead of using the chamois as the non-slip grip. If you wet the lip of the piece and attach it directly to the metal, it creates a suction and it makes it a lot easier to trim these. There we go. Stamp. Right back on over there. So I just use a sponge and wet the bottom of the piece. I guess the top of the piece, huh? It's gonna take a couple minutes. Alright, rounding them out.
Scott said fiber is fast and sure you get Wi-Fi 6 endpoints if you're wanting to stream over Wi-Fi. Best bet is Cat6 Ethernet cable directly from the switch to the stream device.
That's what we're gonna do, is have the Ethernet cable. That's why we want it in the, what is that, the east side of the house? And,
Here, just downstairs for a second.
alright. Man, it's so frustrating. They said twice I've had a stupid door salesman ordered equipment to my door and I straight up refused. Wow. That's crazy. We had some Verizon people like try to sell us on some stuff like at our door here before, and we were like, actually, you know, what we pay now is way cheaper than that. And they were straight up like, oh, okay, then yeah, you should keep that service. Alright. Lee said, you couldn't pay me to do business with Spectrum. Wow. If it was Spectrum or no internet, catch y'all later. Jeez, Spectrum it's literally like so bad. And I guess like it's the largest company here in Florida, which is insane. They have no customer service like retention. They've got no retention team. They don't care if you stay or leave, which is insane.
Bringer of booze.
Yo.
Since you're new homeowners, I must remind you to change your air filters.
Oh,
So I
indeed.
work in HVAC.
Hey. Shout out to you. Definitely appreciate that. And yes, We still have a pack of filters for this apartment too. I guess we'll leave here. I mean, there's no way those are the same size, right?
I used Kumar said drippy bowl tutorial when.
Drippy bowl tutorial? I mean, what's the question? What do you need? What's the question about that? When? I mean, I don't think we have a plan right now to make a drippy bowl tutorial. We do have a bowl video, how to make a bowl. Does it start to finish? Start to finish on our channel. So you can check that one out. If you want it to be drippy, you just need to put more glaze on it. Alright, let's get this stamped. I can't see the light anymore, so I don't know if it's on or not, but
I mean, I've got internet again, but
for how long? Yeah. Nice. During your booze, how often would you recommend filter change? Keep in mind it will be a clay dust family. Keeping it mostly in a concentrated room, but alright, so every little mini gets a little sponge wipe on the bottom, and then it gets suctioned to the wheel. So you can center it up, push it down, right in the middle, trim off the bottoms, make sure they're nice and flat, and then round up underneath. That nice profile that we want.
Chris said you can watch the movie Ghost with you.
Yo, let's go. I think, yeah, you're number 7, right? Ghost reference number 7, bro. Congrats.
Ringer says, depends on the filter size. 1-inch filters technically are once a month.
What?
Sometimes you can go 2 to 3 months.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a lot more often than I thought. Yo, big filter.
Alright, I'm gonna try to pick up this other thing then.
Yep, if it's 4, do it. This one's a little, like, way too off balance, so I'm gonna come in, hopefully, with...
They said, Jess, you gotta know who to ask for. I asked for the district managers for the area, sales/customer/outreach, whatever they call it. And I explained the situation in text. She called me back in 5 minutes.
What? Remember that one. What is it? 5 minutes. We're gonna have to, if we don't get a phone call today, we're pretty PO'd. Probably end up calling somebody after the stream. Alright, it's 4 o'clock, guys. Would have been nice to trim this whole tray of minis, but we definitely didn't get through all of it. That's alright.
Let me make sure we're good over here.
Alright. So our finished minis right on top of our other finished minis. So I'm going to try to tuck these into this other area. That'll do. We have like 4 more flats of these minis that need trimmed. So tomorrow we'll get them trimmed along with everything else we're throwing today. See how that works out. Tuck you in right there. Lost it. I have to make a mini today to replace that mini. He's so sad. All right, let's see. Man, I hope the internet stays nice, guys. It's pretty wild. Bringer said, yeah, there you go. I've worked in many houses in 15 years. Highly recommend the no maintenance I wave R systems for dust particles. Dang. That's pretty wild. I'll screenshot that and look it up. This one got dropped, unfortunately, so maybe we can just like quick make one really quick. I think we can do it. There we go. Metro in the chat, what's up? Sorry, I missed your. Bring it back. Let's see. Right down, open it up. Straight up to the top. Nobody will ever know.
Okay.
All right, done
Shut
deal.
this other stream down.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're ending this stream, but we're still streaming on our YouTube channel. So go to our YouTube channel, find the other stream, and if you want to keep watching the stream.
Come on over, guys.